Hello friends, welcome back to Incredible Stories. In today's video, let's explore the intriguing topic of ghosts and spirits, discussing various beliefs surrounding them. Before talking about ghosts, do you know where this place you are walking now is? The place you are now is Aokigahara Forest in Japan, also known as the Suicide Forest. Is there a better place for a night walk and talk about ghosts and spirits? So, I brought you here today. Let's start our walk. During our night walk to discuss spirits, since we're already here, I'll share some stories associated with this forest as well. Let me remind you of something I mentioned in the last video. Pontianak is a Malay word that means ghost, and it is also used this way in Indonesia. It is believed that these ghosts are often found sitting on top of trees. Just a reminder, because we are about to walk through a forest. It's true that many of us tend to spend more time taking photos than actually praying to God when we visit places of worship. But walking through a place like this, in the dark, often leads us to instinctively start praying to God. Does this arise from devotion to God or fear of ghosts? Let's consider it this way. Just like a coin has two sides, if there is good, there is also bad. If there is fire, there is water. If there is truth, there is falsehood. If there is heat, there is cold. If there is light, there is darkness. Looking at it from this perspective, if there is a God, there must surely be a supernatural power opposite to it. Now, when you ask about what a ghost or spirit is, it is described as a life without a body, a spiritual or supernatural entity. For example, suppose I am walking with you through this forest right now. Both of us have a body, we have life in it, and we can talk and do everything. But at the same time, I am not physically present there, meaning my body is not with you. Yet, you hear my voice. Moreover, my form doesn't resemble a human body. I don't have both legs, and I'm flying. In such a scenario, it could be termed as a ghost or spirit. Paranormal experts suggest that the essence of human life is 21 grams. This implies that even if bones, meat, organs, and everything in our body are removed, there would still be 21 grams left, often referred to as the weight of our soul or spirit. After we die, our body remains unchanged, but 21 grams are said to be reduced from our total weight. This reduction is believed to signify the departure of our life, or essence, from the body. It is theorized that regardless of who dies, 21 grams will be lost from the body. According to beliefs, after death, those who have done good may go to heaven, while those who have done evil may go to hell. Once everyone has reached their respective destinations, there may be a question about who will become the ghostly wanderers in this world. Those who die unexpectedly, those who commit murder, those who die in accidents, and those who commit suicide, individuals who pass away while engaged in or about to do something they love, or without fulfilling their wishes. These are the spirits that are believed to roam the earth. I mentioned earlier in this video that the forest you are currently standing in is known by another name, the Suicide Forest. As you walk, observe carefully, and you might notice numerous ghosts. There is a chance to encounter a ghost. And don't forget to look for the ghost sitting on top of that tree. Pontianak might be present here. If you're wondering whether everyone who has died in such a manner will become unclean spirits, the answer is no. However, those who come as unclean spirits are individuals who have died in various ways, as we mentioned. Well, shouldn't they go to heaven or hell after death? You may wonder why they come here and bother us. Because such individuals may be dissatisfied if they are unable to live the life they desire. In this perspective, people only have one life to live. Without experiencing such satisfaction in life, individuals may not be able to transition to heaven or hell with a fulfilled heart, which means satisfaction carries significance into the afterlife. When individuals find themselves in a situation where they cannot depart with satisfaction, God provides them with a chance to live a few more days in this world. In this chance, they have no body, but with the soul they possess, they will do whatever they can to fulfill their desires. It's akin to a gift from God, enabling them to accomplish anything. For good souls, wishing to fulfill their responsibilities, the duty lies, like in taking care of their family. If neglected, their family could be left as orphans. Protecting and providing for them becomes crucial. In this way, God may grant these compassionate souls a chance to spend a few more days on this earth without a body, striving to fulfill the needs of their loved ones. At the same time, there will be evil spirits. If you wonder about their nature, they are spirits that persist on earth, defying even God. They declare, "I will remain here," despite God's proclamation that their time is up and they should no longer be present here. Exactly, when the good souls return, after accomplishing the good deeds they desired within their allocated time, the evil souls refuse to depart and continue to wander about. They are mostly vengeful. They will not forgive those who harmed them while they were alive, and will actively seek to hunt them down. Even if we, who are no longer particularly related to them, come before them, we too may fall victim to their cruel actions fueled by jealousy, as we live the life they have lost. In this forest, the souls of those who committed suicide without fulfilling their wishes, as we have just mentioned, may be present. So, exercise caution. Ghosts generally choose places that are not crowded, or locations with minimal traffic, like this one. This preference is due to their limitations. They tend to avoid places with excessive light and cannot go to locations with positive energy. A place where they don't have any limitations is a dark area like this with little to no traffic. If we consider it, we will understand that most of the haunted houses, haunted places, haunted roads, and haunted forests that we hear about are not crowded or have less traffic. When we refer to haunted roads, it typically implies that someone has died unexpectedly in an accident in that location. Consequently, after death, the spirit that has departed from their body may roam around the same place, transforming it into a haunted location. Similarly, when we say haunted forest, it typically means that the souls of those who were killed or committed suicide in that forest may roam around there, just like the place where you are now. Some of you may or may not believe in ghosts. If a non-believer thinks about it, they may not have had any supernatural experiences like this in their lives, so they will believe that there is no such thing. But those who have had or experienced similar encounters are certain that ghosts exist. In some cases, we cannot produce evidence or witnesses. For example, suppose you are thirsty right now. You will drink water. But can you show that thirst to someone else? Only when you feel thirsty do you feel like drinking water. Another important thing is that paranormal experts say that those who are born as humans will have this kind of experience at least once in their life. If you haven't had such an experience yet, you have to hope that you will, maybe even today. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning, don't you want to hear about this forest and the stories here? As mentioned earlier, you are currently standing in the 30 square kilometer Aokigahara Forest, situated in the northwestern foothills of Mount Fuji in Japan, renowned as the Suicide Forest. It is also recognized as the Ocean of Trees. There is a reason why this forest is called the Suicide Forest. Do you know what it is? Many people from different countries come here daily. However, even if there are no restrictions at present, most of the people who come here are not ready to enter. There is a reason for that. It is said that no matter how happy you are in life, if you enter this forest, you will feel like committing suicide. Or it is said that this forest will make us commit suicide. The mystery behind this is still unsolved. The Japanese believe that the spirits of their dead ancestors reside in this area. So, most of them do not come here. Mainly two types of people come here. A few tourists from foreign countries and those who have suicidal tendencies. If we examine the history, hundreds of people are witnessed committing suicide here every year. Numerous cases of individuals not being seen have been reported from this region for decades. Most of the people mentioned in such reports have testified that they have reached this forest. The Japanese police entered this suicide forest and initiated an investigation due to the high number of such incidents. That's how many skeletons and corpses appear, some hanging in a suicidal manner and in other ways. Perhaps someone had hung and committed suicide from one of the trees on the side of this walking path. Or sometimes we may see someone hanging here now. With this, the police started a suicide prevention squad. However, some policemen in that squad started coming inside and committed suicide. After that, many superstitions and ghost stories started spreading about this forest. Later, this center became an adventure destination itself. Many people started coming here from different countries to prove their courage. However, the fact is that none of them have been seen since. One of the most mysterious occurrences is the discovery of dead bodies hanging, all with their feet touching the ground. This phenomenon has persisted for centuries. The mystery lies in the fact that, according to common knowledge, death by hanging should not occur if the feet are touching the ground. However, how this happens remains an unanswered mystery.